Yeah, that's right. Come on, get ready and clap your hands. Hey, boys like and girls. That. Stand just up. Like that. Stomp your feet and clap your hands. Come on. It's time for Skeet Jones. Yeah, and the puppet. And that is all. Come on with Skeet. We can be free. A place to learn, a place to grow. You can just let go. Let's have a ball. And that is all. I just want you to come and go with Skeet to a place of peace where everybody can turn their dreams into reality. There's no better place to be than with Skeet Jones, yeah. Come on, let's do it. Oh, Skeet, you are just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. And that's why I love hanging with you. So come on, everybody. We hanging with Skeet Jones, Positive Nation TV. Come on.
Hey, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in. I'm Skeet Jones, and this is the Magical Puppet Playhouse on Positive Nation TV. Hey, what's up, boys and girls? It's me, your boy, Skeet Jones, and welcome to the Magical Puppet Playhouse. I hope you guys been enjoying our show so far. Skeet been having a great time. That's right, I met with a daycare. That's right, I was at a daycare through Zoom. The kids were at their daycare, and they was talking to me and saying the ABCs, 1, 2, 3, up count to 100. So if you guys want to meet Skeet Jones, have your daycare mom email me at jerryroycelive@gmail.com. All right, or you can visit us on social media. Just look for Jerry Royce Live, ROYCE, Jerry Royce Live. All right. Now, Skeet Skeet loves to talk about science because I'm a science teacher. And I got a great piece for you today. This is basically how to take care of your pets. But today we're going to just talk about how to take care of your doggy, right? Now, Skeet don't have a doggy, but because, I stay here with Jerry Royce and his family, and they have a little doggy, a little Yorkie, little part Shih Tzu, and I think she calls, what they call her, Yorkie Shoe? Yeah, Yorkie Shoe. And she's gray, pretty little dog, but she always asking for snacks. Always want to go outside every 3 hours, and, she's spoiled. She always wants Jerry Royce to pick her up and hang around people, lay on their lap while they watch the TV. That's what dogs do. Especially you got a little dog. I don't know about big dogs. Skeet don't know about big dogs. I do see them, though. Yeah, because we got to take out every 3 hours. That's right. Mimi want to go outside every 3 hours. And her last walk, well, not her last walk, but her walk right after dinner, it's usually between 5:30 and 6:30. So the dogs are pretty, predictable. They kind of stay on the same schedule. They like to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. That's just how they roll. That's right. And you kids probably like that too. Certain time you want your breakfast, certain time you want your lunch, certain time you go to the bathroom, certain time you want to go out and play, certain time you want to take a nap. That's right. That's the kind of stuff we do. Sometimes we just do stuff predictable. All right, that's just the way our day roll. Well, anyway, Skeet gonna give you guys some 10 steps. Yeah, 10 steps on winter dog care. That's right. This is tips for keeping your dog safe throughout the winter. Now, some of you guys are living in some pretty rough areas. When I mean rough, I mean the weather is pretty rigid. Woo! Just cold. Man, like right here, we're in Maryland, and it's cold right here in Maryland. Right now, it was 37 degrees today. Maybe it's 40 degrees, but it feels like 37 degrees. Close to freezing, because freezing is 32 degrees. But in some of the areas I heard it started snowing already. So some of you guys got snow. Oh, we don't get no snow. Jerry Royce, we gonna get snow? No, not right now. All right, probably around December, probably mid-December. Okay, well, Skeet gonna be ready, because I'm ordering some clothes. That's right, Skeet been wearing these short sleeves for the last couple of weeks. I'm about to get me some new clothes, man. Get me some hoodies and some camouflage jackets. Skeet gonna be looking cool. All right, get ready for the winter. All right, guys, kids, you ready? You ready for this? And I want to thank everybody who's been contributing to our show so far. I really enjoy having our storytellers. So you guys stand by. We're going to have some storytelling today, a lot of storytelling today, because it's not going to take very long. Skeet not going to take up a lot of time today, but we want to, Skeet love listening to stories. I like people telling me stories, because Skeet don't have time to be reading all the time, because I watch TV. I love me some YouTube, and a little bit of IGTV too. All right, and Skeet like going shopping on Amazon and Pinterest. But you kids can't do that right now because you don't have your own money. You got to use your parents' money. Let them do it. All right, anyway, that's right, Skeet getting paid now. I'm on TV, and I got a podcast. Don't forget to tell your parents check out my podcast. My podcast. Yeah, my podcast. Excuse Skeet. Skeet didn't have breakfast yet. All right, we got to get this done, y'all. All right. Boys and girls, and again, if you guys are interested in Skeet checking you out through Zoom, because I know you can't come out here to Maryland right now because we got a lot of stuff going on in the world, so we gotta be careful. All right, where we go. All right, here we go. These are the tips for taking care of your dog, keeping them safe during the winter months by your science teacher, Skeet Jones. I just love to do that. All right, kids, here we go. All right. Now, I know some of you kids got dogs because, since we've been part of this pandemic, a lot of people have been going to get dogs from the shelters, right? And some of the dogs are trained already because they come from homes where, the masters couldn't take care of them no more because they may have to move to a smaller place. When people retire, they can't always move to places where they can take their dog. So a lot of you guys benefited from that. Y'all got dogs, all right? And there's other reasons you can get dogs too, but Skeet not gonna get into that right now. That's for your parents. All right, here we go. Make sure, you wrap him up good on walks. He may be cozy indoors, but your dog needs regular walks, regardless of the weather. When he walks, make sure that it's very important that your four-legged friend is wrapped up warm. Put a dog coat on them when they go out, especially if they have a fine coat. Now, a fine coat is like those animals like those greyhounds and little hot dog dogs. The hot dog dogs got real short hair, and the greyhounds too. You seen them, they real tall, skinny dogs. Almost look like Doberman Pinschers a little bit, if you know your dogs. Now, sometimes what's so fun right now, kid, it's a lot of programs on TV about how to train your dog. Skeet saw some. I can't tell you what channel it is, but I saw it. There's a couple of them. They're on YouTube too. Just Google how to train your dog. Dogs from rescue centers, rescue homes, shelters, that kind of place. Because the show I watched, the guy be rescuing the dogs from the shelters, and he trained them, and he put them in a very nice home, depending on what the family need. They might need a service dog to help care for a kid or an elderly person, or just there just to, provide some care and some fun, so the kids have something to play with. All right, here we go. If it's snow outside, make sure you check in between your dog's toes. Check his paws, make sure they dry, and, because he's been outside. He might have picked up some snow. Now, some dogs got long hair, so sometimes snow like to compact itself between his toes and form what they call an ice ball, right? Okay, got that, guys? All right, ice ball. And that can be very painful, but your dog can't talk. Now, Skeet can talk to dogs, but since I'm not at your house, I can't tell you what he's saying. So you got to figure out on your own what is going on with your dog. If he was just outside, make sure you check between his toes, make sure there's no snowballs, because that can hurt. All right, plus it's cold. All right, that can be painful. All right, make sure that the dog is agreeable, because you don't want to be messing with him. He kind of gripey. You might have to go get your parents to do that, okay? Have your parents trim between his toes, because the hair might be kind of long, and that's what caused, this kind of stuff to happen. Maybe your vet missed it, or maybe he hadn't been to the vet for a while, get his groom. Because the vet does that for you too, they trim the dog toes. All right, check for salt and grit between their toes. Clean the paws at the end of the walk. Make sure there's no salt and grit on the road. Sometimes you might have to sweep the sidewalk because you may have put some salt down, the ice melted away now, and the little pebbles, crystals just sitting there on the sidewalk, and that can hurt a dog. Because I heard Jerry was mention that about Mimi. She little and it hurts. All right, and they do have pet-friendly salt that you lay down and melt the ice on the sidewalk. So look for that. Tell your parents look for pet friendly, because you don't want something dangerous for your dog. Okay? All right, yeah, Skeet know about that. All right, keep your dog warm. Dry off your dog if he's muddy. He just came in from a walk and he got snow on him. You want to dry him off. Now make sure he got his own towel. Make sure it's clean, because you don't want to be, using your bath towel on your dog. That's right. Make sure he got his own bath towel and hang it up in the mudroom. All right? Keep your dog active indoors. Some dogs can be very reluctant to venture out into the cold. And if this the case, do not force your dog to do something he don't want to do. But, hey, make sure you provide your dog a toy. Because he may not want to go outside. It may be too cold outside. Right, dog? Right, Dre Rose? Might be too cold. What he going to do is he may put his coat on, put his leash on, walk to the front door. You open the front door or the back door, and he just stop, or she stop. They just look outside, and they can feel that cold temperature. So that means he not going out. So then you got to make other provisions. Now, that means your parents might have to set up shop somewhere in the house so the dog can do his business. That's right. His number one is number two. So talk to your parents about that. Where is he going to go? You guys, this may be your first winter for the dog, and you have no idea because he used to going outside. Now, there's some little tricks you can do to make the dog want to use that territory of the house to do his business, that you set aside for him. Now, I don't know for sure. I haven't seen this part yet on the dog shows, but I know I saw this on a rabbit show. Yeah, a show about rabbits. They usually take some of the little poop that the rabbit makes, and they sprinkle it out in the area where they want him to do his number two. And you know what? He sniffs around and say, hey, I must have used this area before. So he'll poop there. So that's the only place he's gonna poop. So it may work with dogs too, because they tend to like to sniff around. They don't want to do their number two where another dog was. You see them hopping around looking for that spot. Like, why you take so long, Mimi? Come on. But anyway, they find that spot and they do it. So they know where to go. It's probably where the other dogs go. All right? All right, here we go. Also, you have to make sure you play with your dog. Get him some great toys. If you chew the toys up and it's kind of dangerous looking, throw it away. You don't want the dog choking on small pieces, all right? Also, all right, this is very important to you kids, their food. You gotta adjust their food. Your dog is not as active as he was during the summertime, so now you can't be giving him that much food because he's gonna get fat. You don't want your dog to get fat, because dogs are prone to get diseases just like we do, like diabetes. And laziness would cause them to want to sleep all the time, and they're going to be inactive, and, no good thing's going to come out of that. So make sure that you tell your parents to adjust the dog food. He can't be eating all that food he ate during the summer because he was more active, all right? Okay, you guys good with that? All right, because you don't want him to have weight gain. All right, and you can tell because the stomach going to start laying low or spreading out. He's getting fat. All right. They got this thing on number 7 called recall, a good recall. I'm going to just let you guys know what it is, but Skeet not sure what it is. But anyway, this is when the cold weather, this is about when it gets foggy outside and it's snowing. Yeah, sometimes your dog like to lead, okay? Sometimes you might let your dog off the leash and just let him run. You can't do that sometimes if it's snowing foggy because he can run into an area he's not familiar with or get hit by a car or something like that. So avoid doing these kind of things. But make sure, also for you guys that just got dogs, make sure your dog got a microchip on him, all right? You put that on his collar or his harness. So if he get lost, they can look him up and the police can help you find him on the GPS. All right, let's make sure they're visible. If your parents are walking the dog, it get dark early during the wintertime, especially here on the East Coast. Make sure you have a little light on your dog, or he has some kind of reflectors on his vest, so if a car approaching, they can see you guys. All right, but it's good to have a little small light, especially on your dog, all right? Because some of you guys use those 16-feet cords, the dog all over the place. You don't know what's going on. And you got to be careful, too, because you got deers running around, foxes and everything. So you got to be careful. Make sure you carry a flashlight so you can see the area real good. I know some of us got flashlights on our cell phone. Now, Skeet don't have one because I still got a flip phone. And I don't even believe it really working. Jerry Voice, is it on Wi-Fi only? Yeah. Oh, man. I got to get me a 4G. All right, anyway. Never leave the dog in the car. Also, now, you guys know about this for the summer, but you can't do this during the winter neither, because you can't leave your car on, because the police will get you. That's right, you can't leave your car on, especially with a dog inside. So make sure you don't keep your dog inside the car, because it could be fatal. all right? Because the temperatures drop really, really fast during the wintertime, especially when the sun go down. So always take your dog with you rather than leaving them in the car, if you can, because some stores don't allow pets, and they'll be right down the front. But a lot of times you can bring your pet inside the store. All right, another thing, for those of you that live near lakes and swimming pools, in-ground swimming pools, rivers, try to keep your dog away from frozen water, all right? Because you never know, sometimes the ice may look thick, but it may not be that thick. Next thing you know, the surface not secure, and somebody fell in the water. Probably you. And then your dog got to try to save you, and he don't know what to do. He just gonna bark. So, all right, kids, that is my 10 tips for taking care of your pet. Well, not your pet, but taking care of your dog. Because we're not talking about cats or fish. We're just talking about dogs right now. Especially for those of you that just got dogs during the pandemic and you're really not that familiar with them. Because I know some people got dogs just their first time. They probably haven't had a dog since they were little like you. So your parents really don't know what to do because they don't remember because their parents probably did all the work. All right, kids. That is the end of my science report. Skeet Jones, appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I want you to take care, stay safe. Make sure you do all your work. If you're on virtual, make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you get a good night rest. Because it's hard to get 3 hours, 4 hours sleep and playing video games all night, and then you got to sit there and watch your teacher talk to you on the screen. That can be very difficult. All right. Well, Skeet is out of here. So we got storytelling coming up. We're going to have some more music for you guys to dance. And I want you guys to have a great time. Get your dance on. And don't forget to tell your parents to reach out to Skeet at jerryvoicelive@gmail.com. If you want Skeet to come to your home through Zoom and have a party with you or talk to you, I can do all of that. Yep, just make sure they set it up with Jerry Voice first. All right, I'm Skeet Jones on the Magical Puppet Playhouse. Love y'all guys. Love y'all. Peace. I'm out of here. Jerry Voice. Let's go eat. Hey, boys and girls, it's Skeet Jones, and I have one question for you. What time is it? I can't hear you. What time is it? One more time. What time is it? Yes, boys and girls, it's storytelling time on the Magical Puppet Playhouse with Skeet Jones and friends. Let's give a warm welcome to our storyteller on Positive Nation TV. Yay!
I take great pleasure today in reading my very first book to you, Half a Rabbit. Half a Rabbit. And Half a Rabbit was inspired by my father. Although the book focuses on a grandfather sharing with his granddaughter, but that granddaughter happens to be me. And the grandfather is my father. And he always talked to me and would give me words of encouragement to believe in myself and not to settle for less, because the world was my stage and I could be anything I wanted to be. And to believe in myself. And if I believe in myself, guess what? I could achieve. And so now I read to you Half a Rabbit. Papa had many jokes, tall tales, and just plain old sayings that would turn your ticker box upside down or make you listen on your worst day. Papa was a tall, big man with wrinkles in his round, handsome face. Papa's eyes had a sparkle, except when he was sad. And then his eyes would turn a dreary gray. Papa's thick curly hair was white with black speckles. That is Papa. Papa Papa would often sit me on his lap and ask, "Do you want half a rabbit?" Before I could answer yes or no, Papa would blurt out, "Never, never, except half a rabbit, my precious child." I would ask Papa, "Why not take half a rabbit? Half a rabbit is all I need." Papa smiled and said, "Half a rabbit is always sad. But my child, remember to smile when life makes you happy and when life makes you sad. Half a rabbit has such a mean spirit." Papa looked me in my eyes and said, "Remember the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated." Papa whispered in my ear and said, "Half a rabbit does not know the difference between his head and his tail. He is always searching, wandering around, and getting lost. Not you, my child, because you were created by God, and even angels know your purpose in life." Conquer half a rabbit with these rules. Papa gave these rules to defeat half a rabbit. The golden rabbit rules: be kind, be loving, be fair, and be honest. Papa taught me to always live by these rules, which are the 10 Commandments. You will only serve the Lord your God. You will not make something to be your God. You will not speak the name of God unless you're really calling him. You will remember to serve the Lord your God on the worship day. You will honor your mother and father every day. You will not kill anyone. You will be faithful to your wife and husband. You will not steal anything. You will not tell a lie about anyone. You will not try to get something that belongs to someone else. Let's look now at Rule 1. Be kind. Papa said to me many times to be kind and positive to others, to stay strong and always support your friends, family, and neighbors. Half a rabbit sees, hears, and thinks negatively and is not your true friend. No half a rabbit for me. Rule 2. Be loving. I can hear Papa's strong voice saying, "Be loving and give to others because this pleases God." Never let other people steal your joy and happiness. No half a rabbit for me. Rule number 3. Always be fair. Papa often said that anything worth doing should be done right. Half a rabbit rarely finishes what he starts. Half a rabbit criticizes what other people do. No half a rabbit for me. Rule 4. Be honest. I think all the time about Papa teaching me to be honest and to always tell the truth, even when it hurts. Half a rabbit is selfish and self-centered, and whose purpose is to destroy your dreams, said Papa. No half a rabbit for me. Papa threw his arms around me and squeezed me until I was warm in my whole body. I knew that I had the power to become whatever I wanted to be. A whole rabbit. Papa said softly, "No half a rabbit for you." So I know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No half a rabbit for me. Thank you.
All right, boys and girls, this is Skeet Jones, and this is the part of the show where it's time for us to get our dancing on. That's right, so grab your favorite shoes or just get your socks and let's get our dance on. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, hit it.
You know, we got to get this thing together here.
I know what you're talking about.
We got to let them know that they got to give God the praise.
Got to do that.
All they got to do is get up.
And get their praise on.
Right here.
Praise the Lord, come do we dance, come praise the Lord, clap your hands. If you believe He made you free, just move your feet to the beat. Come praise the Lord and sing your song. Come praise the Lord, everyone. If you believe He made you free, just move your feet to the beat.
When I think about all you done for me,
When I think about your love that made me free,
when I think about it, I just wave my hand.
get up off my feet and start to do my dance. Oh yeah.
Come on,
Praise the Lord, clap your hands.
Come on and lift your hands.
Made you free, just
come on and get your praise
If you
on.
believe it,
and sing your song. Come praise the Lord, everyone.
come on with me.
Made you free,
Oh
just
yeah,
move your feet
yeah.
to the beat.
I've got to tell the world you've been good to me.
Got to tell the world about this praise in me.
I've got to tell the world how you make me feel.
God is praising me and I just can't be still. Oh
Do your dance,
Come
praise the
on.
Lord, clap your hands.
no. Come on and get your praise
Just
on.
move your feet to the beat.
Do you dance?
And sing your song.
If you believe it, come on with me.
Come on.
Just move your feet to the beat.
Got this praise.
Praising me.
It's praising me. Got to tell.
Tell the world that His love is real.
His love is
How can you
real.
stay in your seat?
Come on.
When you hear this praise, get up and move your
Praise the Lord. Do your dance. Praise the Lord. Clap your
Come
hands.
on and move your feet with me.
Praise the Lord and sing your song. Praise the Lord.
You better clap your hands, yeah, yeah. Gotta stand up and shout it, tell the world all about it. Gotta stand up and shout it, just how good He's been to me. Gotta stand up and shout it, tell the world all about it. Gotta stand up and shout it, just how good He's been to me. Clap your hands, come on.
About your seat and get your praise on.
Do your dance, clap your hands, come on,
About your seat and
get your praise on.
come on and praise Him,
Come on and get your praise on.
come on, you gotta get up,
to the beat. Praise the Lord and sing your song.
come on and get your praise on.
Made you free, just move your feet to the beat.
Everybody get on your feet, just shout 'cause He made you free.